Bend the knee! Lord Petyr Baelish. We know where he's been. Now let's examine where he's probably going. Now, this is a predictions video for what I think is going to happen at the end of A Song of Ice and Fire for Petyr Baelish, aka Littlefinger. For the most part, Pete has pretty much gotten his way with his schemes as far as taking over things in Westeros. So far, he's been given lands and titles, and part of the means with which to take over the Iron Throne. If that's his actual goal, because we're not sure what his goal actually is. Now, there are two things that we know about this series that happen to be very prominent that we haven't really heard Petyr Baelish speak on. And those two things are religion and magic. And since we don't know what his beliefs are, I'm gonna, venture to say that A, he's not religious, and B, he doesn't believe in magic. And since he doesn't believe in magic and probably doesn't believe in the others, I don't think he's planned for them, and that's going to be part of his big downfall. The fact that he doesn't have armies will be a big hindrance to his plans, but also, not having a plan for magical characters such as the others or Daenerys with her dragons is also going to be a big problem for him, because since he hasn't planned for those things, he doesn't really have a way in which to counteract them. And this is going to play into how Sansa is going to be able to find out about his betrayal of Ned Stark, and also, part of the reason why she's going to be able to kill him, because he'll be too panicked in order to have any sort of counteract for these unforeseen events. While he's been, probably one of the smartest players in the game thus far, we all know what you don't know can hurt you, or in this case, get you killed. And I do believe that the fact that he is not totally prepared for the magical elements and all the stuff going along north of the wall is going to be his ultimate downfall. I believe that, when the others actually do start to break through the north and come further south, that's going to put the kingdom in so much peril that anybody who did have his back is going to abandon him, because they're pretty much going to, be worrying about saving their own necks in their own region of the kingdoms. And during the interim of these whole events, I believe is when Sansa is going to find out about his betrayal. I don't think Robin Arryn is going to get killed, because that would be the obvious thing. And I also think that, Sansa is going to be the one that actually is going to, at the end, feel like, hey, you know what? I can't do everything that Littlefinger tells me to do just because Littlefinger tells me to do it. So, I don't think she's going to wind up marrying Harold Harding. I do think that there is going to be some way in which people in the North are going to find out about her existence. But ultimately, I feel like Sansa is going to stay in the Vale. And after finding out about Ned Stark's betrayal, which I think is going to be probably through either someone from the Brotherhood Without Banners or possibly a letter from Varys describing what happened. Long story short, Pete goes out the moon door. Period. Moreover, I think that Sansa reveals to Robert Arryn, that it was actually Petyr Baelish who, orchestrated the whole thing of killing his mom, and it's going to be Robert who actually, makes the wicked man fly, as opposed to Sansa. I could be wrong about all this, but I think most people would agree that he's going out the moon door. Whether or not it's because of Sansa and Robert Arryn, who knows? These are just my thoughts on it, but as always, leave me your thoughts. I'll be back later on with some more subscriber requested videos. If you guys have any requests that you'd like to make, leave it in the comments, send me a message. I'm always eager to do these kinds of videos. Anyway, listen, that's been my time. Don Willie, I'm out.